Hello Taurus, welcome to your January reading. Thanks for joining us. Happy New Year. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
We'll be doing a he said, she said style reading, which means I'll be reading as you. Richard will be reading as the person that you're dealing with, or of course it can switch out and be vice versa. So whatever side resonates the most, Taurus, that's your message. Let's take a look at your oracles. Firstly, from Divine Circus, you have red counters. This is a lot about trusting and believing in that gut feeling, your intuition. Deep within, you know what is true and what to do or what not to do. Yet, you may find that there's a lot of distraction around you, and maybe even in your own mind. So, Taurus, listening for that inner wisdom. There's a feeling here of trusting that it is safe to not only hear your inner voice, but to act upon it too. Now, Richard has pulled quite similar energy, actually. Queen of My World.
So Queen of My World is about somebody who's in control of their own life. They are queen, they are royalty.
Okay, so maybe you, Taurus, could be someone that you're dealing with as well. At the bottom of the deck, I've got King of Swords energy.
I've got the Ace of Swords.
So, yeah, someone who stands up for what they want, believes and understands in their own personal truth. So let's see, being very honest with themselves as well, I also get that. Maybe some kind of breakthrough. Let's have a look at the status of this relationship, how you are viewing this person or situation, the strengths, what's working for it, the weaknesses, what's working against it, what you should do in this situation, what you shouldn't do, and the likely outcome.
Okay, status of the relationship, how this person feels about you, Taurus, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Alright, let's take a look. Taurus. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. At the moment, I'm getting this as not coming forward with communication. I do feel like this is a head and heart situation. What to do? What's going to lead? Is it the head or the heart? You know, I had the King of Swords energy, which is more about the head, more about thoughts. Page of Cups is more about being open emotionally. So I'm wondering here if this is a need to perhaps get more in touch with that inner child energy, that more innocent feeling. You know, the King of Swords energy can be someone who has gone through a lot in life and has learned from the experience, has gained wisdom. But it seems like here you're almost being asked to go back or revert to a stage perhaps of more innocence. Yes, that's what I'm feeling.
Alright, let's take a look at status of the relationship over here. We have the Devil.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the Devil. We're talking about addictions, codependence, those kinds of things. But it's never particularly good energy.
No. Let's have a look and see how you are viewing this person. We've got the Eight of Wands, so something's happening very quickly. I'm wondering if this is a case where you're getting communication from someone, Taurus, or vice versa. You're communicating with someone, and the other individual, the one who's receiving the communication, is perhaps not trusting of it. Perhaps there's a feeling that there is something that is being kept hidden or remains lurking kind of beneath the surface. Okay.
Alright, well, let's look over here at how this person views you, Taurus. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse here. So there is this air of some sort of competition here and somebody feeling like they have to win. You know, initially when I looked at that Page of Cups, in the reverse, I couldn't help but think there was an energy of immaturity around it.
Yeah.
That there was some sort of competition here, but it was sort of a childish need to win something.
A childish need to win. Yeah, it could be that. You know, I was picking it up as reverting back to more innocence, but it could be right. You could be right. It could just be purely immature energy that I'm picking up around that. So let's have a look. The status here, or rather the strengths of the current status, is the Hanged Man. So I feel that this is about a need to not rush things, to wait and see, There's something here that seems a little bit off. Now, when you're asked to trust in your intuition, your gut feeling, it seems like it's about communication coming into you, Taurus.
I can't help but think that something needs to be sacrificed.
Something needs to be sacrificed, okay.
Right, looking over here at the strengths, we've got the Three of Pentacles as a strength. So this could be a marriage or some kind of relationship where there's a lot of cooperation that has gone on in the past.
Yeah, working together, teamwork. But I also get a little bit of putting on a pedestal energy around that as well, especially with the devil. It's almost like an obsessional energy. Perhaps someone is feeling very drawn to someone, but in an obsessional way. It's not real though. It's a lot to do with putting someone up on a higher level than what they should be. It's very much, when I look at that Three of Pentacles, I see people who are admiring the handiwork of this craftsman. So it often speaks to me as
Excessive admiration?
Admiration, but in a way that could become excessive with the devil. Not necessarily a bad card, but when it's paired with the devil like that, I can't help but wonder.
Okay.
Let's have a look and see what the weakness is here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, maybe someone's going through some kind of life crisis here where they're unhappy with their life and how things are working out for them. It's not just in relationships, it's also about, in general, they may be unhappy with their work, with their career. And so it could be an individual here who's perhaps seeking some validation and is somehow put something up on a pedestal is what I keep getting in my mind. But it's more about the need to win. Winning is important around this individual. Winning you, Taurus, or vice versa.
Yeah, it also has an air of laziness about it too. Not willing to do the work that needs to be done.
On themselves, yes.
Okay, let's look over here. The weakness, Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, well, the Queen of Wands in reverse is a jealous, possessive, paired with the devil here. Yeah, it's obsessional. You know, the Queen of Wands in the upright is not an obsessional kind of person. But the Queen of Wands in reverse can be somebody who's a bit obsessional to the point of jealousy and possessiveness.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look and see what you should do here, Taurus. You've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Wow. You know, immediately I pick this up as power, a source of power. I get it as maintaining your power around someone who perhaps is trying to exert some kind of control with the devil there. Control. It seems to be this reading is all about somehow coming out on top in some way.
Yeah, somebody wants to win something here.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at what this person should keep doing. Yeah, we've got the Hanged Man here.
Again.
Yeah, but it's in the upright, just like it is here. It speaks to a need to sacrifice. I think it's about sacrificing some sort of obsession. Sacrificing
obsession, yeah, it could be that. Seeing things a different way. The need to perhaps surrender control even. You know, often the Hanged Man can speak about the need to just go with the flow, to surrender to what is and just let things happen rather than trying to maintain some kind of control. That's what I'm getting with this Ace of Swords.
Yeah, there is an air of passivity about this card.
Yes, and a need to be passive. You know, this was speaking about the need to still one's mind, to take oneself out of distractive energy, whether that's your own thoughts or whether it's people around you, in order to think clearly. Let's see. The Fool in reverse is what you shouldn't do. Well, I get this as caution, caution, caution. Taurus, I think that you're the one here that's receiving communication from someone, and you need to step back and really look at the situation, pay attention to red flags before you take any kind of risk with someone around you.
Let's look at what this person should stop doing. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's a lot of anxiety around this, and behind that anxiety, I think there's a lot of fear. I think that's what's driving a lot of what this person's doing, because the fear is what has control of them right now.
You know what I just got in my mind, Richard?
What's that?
I got a message from Spirit that this person feels guilty.
This person feels guilty.
Yes, I have it as someone here who is in a relationship which is toxic. I feel like it's an unhealthy, codependent kind of energy.
Where one person's obsessed with somebody else?
Well, there's an obsessive component to it, but I think it has to do with control. Now, who has the control here? I don't know. It could be both. In certain, there could be like power struggle energy here. I get, though, that the person on this side, I have it as the wand energy, is actually somewhat yielding to the other, is willing to give up the power to another individual. The Five of Swords in reverse is kind of like not fighting, letting the other person have their way.
Not laying down
their sword and saying, okay.
Being submissive.
Being submission.
Right. That's what you see with this card,
That's what I
submission.
see the Queen of Wands in reverse is submission.
Right.
And I think that there's an element of some kind of almost like being ashamed of themselves for being that way.
But you know, with the Queen of my world here, that's a call to not be submissive.
Exactly.
It's a call for the complete opposite.
Yeah, so it's about working together with another individual rather than allowing someone else just to have the power.
Right.
Power.
Okay.
Power. Okay. So I've got it as the Taurian here who is seeking this power.
Well, let's take a look at the outcome.
Okay, the outcome here is the Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah. I don't know here, Richard. I'm getting an essence that this is someone communicating, but what they seem to be doing is there's some kind of underlying element of control.
Well, it's a very immature energy with all this page stuff and the Fool here in reverse.
Yes.
I often see the Fool as being somewhat immature as well.
Yeah. So however this resonates to you, I feel like I'm speaking to either a Taurus here who is someone who, I feel like if I'm speaking to the Taurus, I feel like the energy is you on the other side there. And you're receiving communication from someone who is trying to exert some kind of control. It's making you feel uncomfortable.
Well, it's making you feel like you need to submit.
Like you need to submit in some way. This communication is off.
Yeah.
It's very much a power struggle here, a power game. And it's very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy. And I feel that for you, I mean, it does speak about needing to see things in a different way. The need to have clarity.
On both sides.
On both sides about, there seems to be a power struggle that we're talking about here.
Let's take a look at the outcome on this side. We have strength.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, that is the opposite of submission.
Yes.
Right? This is this person here coming into their power.
Yes.
I can't help but think it's you, Taurus. I think that you are being, I think you're being put upon in some way. And you're feeling like you need to submit, or you're feeling like you need to lay down and let this person have their way. Or at least that's what they're communicating to you. But you're being called on here to do the complete opposite.
Yes.
To not submit, to stand up in your own power, and I think here to sacrifice the feeling that you can't be in control of your own life.
It seems like, Taurus, somebody is trying to make something happen with you very fast. I get swift action, but it's all very covert.
It could be somebody who's trying to get into a relationship with you, and they're trying to speed things along. You're not really sure of their motives, but somehow you feel pressured to submit to
this person's
will.
Yeah.
And again, you're being called on not to do that. We'll see where this goes in part
Yeah.
2. There's a whole lot here to clarify.
It could be somebody new, Taurus. It could be an ex coming back. It could even be a partner in which there's a rocky road, a lot of tumultuous kind of a relationship with someone that you're currently involved with. But it seems to be all about exerting control and influence and having the others submit to them. And Taurus, the thing is, for you, I get you as someone who has had it with that kind of relationship. You want balance, you want equality. So we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I love the outcome here as being strength.
Yeah.
But, we need to clarify this. We need to see what goes on in the second part of the reading.
It's all about trusting your gut. Yeah, it seems like you have an intuition here, strong intuition about somebody, and you're being called not to diminish that, not to ignore it, not to pretend that it's not there and say, oh no, that can't be right. No, believe it. What you're feeling about this person's communication style, you need to pay attention to. So please do join us in the extended reading. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will take you directly to the part 2. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading. Richard will be doing a Lenormand reading. We'll be pulling out a lot more clarifiers. And of course, as you know, things can get quite in depth the more cards we put out on the table. So please do join us. If this one isn't resonating, and it won't resonate with all Taurians, then please do check out our Soul for Repair playlist. There you can find readings that are done on this he said, she said style, but they're not sign or time dependent. So whenever you are led to those, that's when you are meant to receive the message.
We have more than 35 on that playlist right now. There's going to be something there that is going to resonate with you if this isn't resonating here.
If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the descriptions box below. Don't forget about my 2020 yearly forecast as well. That's in the box below. Wishing you the best. Please continue to have a happy and safe New Year's celebrations, and we will speak to you in part 2, or we'll speak to you soon.
Bye, Taurus. Good luck.